What's going on, guys? It is your favorite F1 Filipino Mafia bringing to you another video today on a blade review. So this is gonna be cool, it's gonna be nice. And if you remember from the first video, I did an unboxing on this and explained to you what this channel would be all about and what I'd be doing. And I think now it's time that I give you a much more detailed blade review on this knife, and a little bit on how this knife's been doing since it's been a little bit more than a week. And I think let's get to it then, right? So if you remember from last video, I have the, I opened it up and I did the review just like three days after, and I put the rubber band on, right? And if you see it there, markings of hitting the tank pins. Right. And now let's get into some schematics on this. Right, so overall length on this nice blade here, if I bring out my ruler right now, is a good old 8 3/4 inches, which is not too bad, pretty shabby, nice. The blade itself is a 4 inches in length. Is 4 inches in length, and the blade is made from 440 stainless steel. Right, 440 stainless steel. If you guys, I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, it's there. And it is a drop point style with a hollow grind. And satin finish. It looks nice. It looks really nice. I don't know. For me, it's cool. It's your normal style of knives, how you'll get them, right? That's how it'll look, how the finish will be. And if you're the blade, the sharpness when you first get it, it's nice, not too bad, right? I was my friend had it and he cut himself. It's not too bad. It wasn't that deep of a cut, but he still cut himself clean. But after a while, this starts to go down a bit, and I don't know if you can see like the markings that I put on this blade, just trying to sharpen it and make it real nice. Now the handle, right, you see it has that nice blue speckled look right there on the handles. They're made of stainless steel, just one whole piece of stainless steel to keep it nice and secure and nice and hard, I guess. Let's go with that. Right, the handle length is a 4 3/4 inches, all in its own. It has a nice weight to it, very decent weight, great for beginners, great for how you're making it do. The whole weight itself is a 5.75 ounces. Well, if you're wondering where I'm getting this information, it's from the site itself. It'll tell you the specs and stuff. It's really cool. I love it because it's my first flipper, first time that I'm actually doing this, right? Just learning and stuff. It was country of origin. Apparently, it says it's from China. and I don't see no made in China signs, so it's pretty cool. It's whatever. Right? I like this knife. It's really cool, decent, nice and heavy, good enough to flip, nice and decent. The latch, if you guys remember from the first video, I was saying stuff about this latch. This T latch, right? And it's decent. It's not too bad. I told you before why I have the rubber bands on this is because there is no like block point. There's no piece of metal that just stop this latch from hitting your blade or going inwards. This rubber band also helps with keeping tension on your knives when you have your latch closed. That way it's not going to open up from shaking it. Nah, it's pretty cool. Secured gives a nice. The one thing that I'm gonna say I just kind of have a problem with is the fact that there's no tang pin here when the knife is closed. There's only one tang pin when it's opened up. I like to, cause I don't know, like I see a lot of videos and I see a lot of knives, a lot of Balisongs, and I think having a tang pin here, right, which also helps with keeping tension and helping your knife stay locked, stay closed. It's really cool. It's really cool. All right, now then, let's go on with how this knife's been doing since I got it. Remember, after in the first video, you saw the markings from when I started flipping it and had the tang pin hitting the handles. There's just some indentations, right? And from the looks of it, it hasn't gotten any deeper at all, right? And my tang pins here, they look really nice still, secured, and I'm kind of lucky. They're tempered, so they're real nice. So they're real nice, and they won't just squish in whenever you start flipping or whenever you lock this blade when it's open. See that, and that's pretty much really nice. Other than the other part is sharpness goes down, right? And that can be easily fixed just by resharpening it, making it a whole lot better, sharper. But I'm fine with it now because it still has a good cutting edge. I can cut through paper, through a little bit. Luckily I haven't cut myself just yet. Just graze some skin. Alright, so it's pretty cool. Now back to the latch again, and after a while I've noticed that, if you can see it, there are like it looks like this latch has been getting skinnier. Like it's losing thickness, and which is too bad. You can see the paint coming off. You can see it just getting its coming out of there. But other than that, it's nice. Been doing okay for me. Alright, now then, onto the pins. These tang pins, if you remember, I was saying that they are okay, right? They're nice for these beginner Balisongs, right? Cheapo ones. And the only fact of the matter is that after I've been using it for a while, these pins, they start to open up, become even more, I don't know how to word it, but just a little looser, right? Which can easily be fixed just with a hammer, right? Yeah, here's what I would mean is, if you see here, right, this is the blade play, right? It's not too bad. It's only been a week or so, right? And if you can see that, you see this where this part of the handle, right, is evened out with the latch, and same on the other side. That's because this has been, you know, widening, right? And as I said before, it's easily fixed if you just take a hammer, put it down on a hard surface, and just hammer them in each side, same time, same amount of times, and it's no problem. Easy to do. Well, I'm not gonna say that you shouldn't buy it. I'm gonna say you should, only if you're beginning, if you're starting off, because this is one of those cheaper knives, right, that you can, that look really nice, have a great durability for it, nice construction, right, and perfect weight just to start off going ham on that thing. Alright, so hope you enjoyed the video. Probably have some videos also on just like some one-on-one flipping techniques and such, and tell you just all about that stuff, which is going to be really good. So you know, keep it up. Remember, F1 Filipino Mafia. Subscribe, like the video, tell me what you think, and I'll see you again, man. Shoots.